Hello, Kimmy.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for coming again.
That's okay.
Yeah. In the last video, you talked to me about your experiences, and it was very interesting. In this video, I want to ask you about Japanese people, and you use HelloTalk for language exchange, and you talk to many Japanese people. So, do you have Japanese friends?
Yeah, I've got, since I have been using HelloTalk for about 2 years, I hope it doesn't sound bad. I've probably spoken to hundreds of Japanese people, and I think that I probably have like a good maybe 1 or 2 dozen Japanese friends, so I really enjoy talking to Japanese people.
Many Japanese people.
Yeah, if people are interesting, then I will always be happy to talk to them, and then they can quickly become my friends. So, yeah, I love it.
You talk to them in English usually.
Yes, because I'm a bit too shy to use Japanese.
Yeah, good. I like your English.
Sometimes I introduce myself in Japanese, but then I quickly just say, can you speak English instead? Just because I know that we're just reaching my limit. So, yeah.
Japanese people are not good at speaking English in general. Maybe there are some reasons. English and Japanese are completely different, and the Japanese are shy. How do you think about Japanese people's English? Like, are there some tendencies or weaknesses?
There are definitely certain mistakes that I think are very common. So a lot of that pops up when through moments you see people that are making the same mistakes over and over again. In terms of like a general weakness, I've had a theory about why Japanese people's English might not be as proficient as that of people from other countries. And this is just based on what people have told me, which is that I think they said that the education system in Japan focuses more on sort of dictating English to its students rather than helping them really try to learn it. And there's not much speaking and listening going on. It's a lot of writing and things like that. So when it comes to actually putting it into practice when speaking with English foreigners, it seems that Japanese people are at a little bit of a disadvantage because they haven't had that much exposure to English already.
Usually, do you understand Japanese people's English? Maybe Japanese people have Japanese accent when they speak English.
For me, I think it's okay when I listen to most Japanese people speak English. Of course, if they're still very new to using English, there will be the odd occasion where I can't quite pick up what they're trying to say if we're speaking on the phone or on a video call or something like that. And I will just ask them to repeat themselves or to type it, and then I will help them try to learn how to pronounce that word if they said it incorrectly or something like that. But generally, I think because when I mentioned to you about my previous work experience in a call center, I'm used to listening to lots of different accents on a regular basis. And because I've been using HelloTalk for a couple of years and I've always been very comfortable with just picking up the phone to people and having a conversation, I think I've got used to listening to the accent. So for me, it's not that difficult for me to understand the Japanese accent, I think.
I see. Do you have some advices or tips for Japanese English learners?
It depends on what kind of tips you would be referring to. In any situation, it goes for any language learner, not just Japanese, learning English, for anybody, that you've got to just do it. I could really do with taking my own advice when I say this, because I definitely don't do this. But in any situation when you're learning something, or if you're thinking about doing something, if you have a dream or you want to improve a skill, that you've got to just do it. You've got to keep practicing. You've got to just be brave and send a message, even if it's scary.
I see. And you said you worked in a call center, and you talk to many people from the world. There are many accents, so you can understand Japanese accent. But in general, English people, do they understand Japanese people's English?
I'm not actually sure because I've never been in a situation where I've had my English friends need to listen to a Japanese accent. So obviously there have been situations where my Japanese friends and some English friends that I have been hanging out and I haven't noticed any issues. But then when that happened, we were all drinking, so maybe I wasn't in the best state to be able to understand if there was any misunderstandings happening. So unfortunately, I don't know the answer to that. But as I'm sure you're aware, the UK is a relatively diverse country anyway. So because of the fact that there are a lot of people from around the world living in the UK, I think a lot of British people probably are used to listening to quite a lot of different accents.
I see. Are there many countries people in your city?
My city particularly, I think, is relatively just standard British. So we do get some people from some other countries here, but I think obviously places like Liverpool, Manchester, London, they're very well-known cities, so you will get a lot more foreigners there. I think Chester, even though it's very old, it's a relatively unknown city. So we don't get that many foreigners here. I am lucky that I have been able to find foreigners through apps such as HelloTalk in this city, and we've been able to hang out because generally I don't think there are many.
I see. What makes you to learn Japanese?
I've been interested in Japan and Japanese since I was maybe 10 years old. So it's been going for a very long time for me. So up until the point where I was able to visiting Japan and just being able to walk around and see the old buildings and try food, because prior to that I'd never ever been outside of Europe. It was one of my biggest dreams. So when I was able to finally go and just go on an adventure and explore and look at the old buildings and look at the cities that I was able to go to, it was overwhelming because it was the first dream that I made come true. So yeah.
Oh, great. How do you learn Japanese language?
I would be lying if I said that I'd ever really studied Japanese seriously. Having said that, I do have a Japanese textbook that I purchased, which I sometimes read through and study, which is I was able to learn a few basic words and phrases. I haven't finished going through the textbook yet. And I've also used apps such as Duolingo to improve my Japanese that way, because that's quite good because you can listen to it as well while you're typing things. So that's been good. Japanese friends have actually taught me some Japanese as well. So there's a few Japanese friends I've got that I've been friends with for maybe like 5 or 6 years at this point. And they have been very friendly teaching me things. So I've got one friend that's living in Nagoya, and I met up with him when I went to Japan. That was really exciting because we had been friends online for 5 years, and then we were finally able to meet for the first time in real life, which was really exciting. And over the years, he's taught me like little bits of Japanese as well. So that's been very helpful and friendly of him to do that for me.
Oh, I think maybe Japanese language is difficult for Western people.
Yes, kanji is horrible.
Yeah, even for Japanese people, it is difficult to learn. So we don't know all kanji. The pronunciation is very different from English. So, for example, sea and she.
Okay.
Yeah, ocean and the girl, a woman. Sea and she. It is difficult for us. Is it easy for you to identify?
Very easy for me. I'm very used to hearing small differences in English. So the difference between she and she is really it's very different to my ears.
Oh, wow, very interesting. For us, it's almost same.
Yeah, I got that. So with what you said, I think there are some similar things like that in Japanese as well, which are difficult for English speakers. So I mentioned to you before that I have met HelloTalk friends here in the UK. And one of those was a Japanese friend that I showed around my city here in Chester. And when we were walking around the city, we went and we stood on a bridge. And he was trying to teach me bridge in Japanese, but he said that I was saying it wrong and I was saying chopsticks instead. Because like hashi or whatever it is, there's like, it goes like up and down, and it's just the way you say the word is different. But that doesn't quite click in my head totally. So bridges and chopsticks in Japanese are like the same to me.
Yeah. The letters, it's same, but the intonation is different a little bit. And but,
yeah, so he said that on one of them it goes up and then down, and then the other one it's down and then it goes up. But I can't say it. I suck at Japanese, so it's very difficult.
I see. We understand it in the context usually.
Okay, that makes sense.
But sometimes we are confused. Too.
Okay, that sounds not as bad then. Obviously, there are words in English that are the same with different meanings, so maybe it's not a unique to Japanese thing after all.
It's a very valuable video for Japanese people, I think. Yeah,
I mean, I think especially with an app like HelloTalk as well, I think it would be amazing if like more Japanese people were maybe able to see your video and feel brave enough to come and try and talk to foreigners in English on apps like HelloTalk, because most people on HelloTalk are so lovely as well. So they would be more than happy to help Japanese people improve their English and make friends as well, which would be fantastic.
Yeah. And I want to ask other things. You explained about many kinds of people on HelloTalk in your videos. It was very interesting for me. You explained it very precisely, like Hello Ghosters.
Yeah.
Or Hello Tinderers.
Yes.
It's interesting for me. So, are there many interesting people on HelloTalk?
There are so many. HelloTalk obviously is one of those places where, because of the fact that it is a language exchange app, it is incredibly diverse and it attracts all sorts of people. So you get people that are really studious and wanting to learn. You get people from all ages, of all abilities and all walks of life. And you do find some really interesting people on HelloTalk. Unfortunately, with my videos, I've done a job of mostly pointing out the bad types of people on HelloTalk, but most of the people that use HelloTalk are absolutely amazing. I've got two types of videos, excuse me, my words went a bit wrong there. I've got two videos right now which explains different types of people on HelloTalk. I did actually plan a third video with 8 more types that haven't even been listed, and since then it's still been increasing as well. So there's now like, we've come up with like 22 or 23 different types of HelloTalk user. So ones that we've got coming out are the Hello YouTubers, the Hello Stalkers, the Hello Travelers. So there's so many that you can come up with. It's just, you just take a word which is a type of person and you put hello in front of it so that it's like, that makes it about HelloTalk.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching your new videos. And what is Hello YouTubers?
Hello YouTubers are...
like me.
Hello YouTubers are the people... I mean, it depends on how you do it. I honestly, I haven't done a full Hello stalk of your HelloTalk profile yet. So I don't know how you have put videos out in your moments. But a Hello YouTuber is somebody that makes YouTube videos that also happens to use HelloTalk and they are constantly posting moments about their videos. So it's like, hey, I made a video, go watch my video, go subscribe to my channel. And you're looking through the moments feed and you see people posting their videos. You do get different types of Hello YouTubers as well, which I will explain in more detail in the video that I do end up bringing out next. But the good type of Hello YouTuber that I've said are the people that make videos designed to help learners and to help people with languages, or making videos that are relevant, so about HelloTalk itself. And the bad types of Hello YouTubers are people that spam the moment section. So you go and you look at moments and you see that the same person has said subscribe to my channel like 10 times in the last 10 minutes, and they're begging for attention, or the kind of YouTuber that's posting videos and they're like, oh yeah, come and watch all of my videos, they're about gaming, which is very irrelevant to HelloTalk. So yeah, a Hello YouTuber is anyone that's got a YouTube channel and is just making a point of sharing it as much as they can on HelloTalk. So I definitely consider myself to be a bit of a Hello YouTuber.
I see. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I think some people, they promote their YouTube channel on HelloTalk. Yeah, maybe there are Hello Instagrammers, Hello Twitters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's Hello Instagrammers, Hello Twitterers, there's basically Hello everything. Any kind of person that you can think of that might have a specific way of using HelloTalk, that's a new type of HelloTalk user. And I suppose that can go on for, like, you can have as many different types of HelloTalk users as you can have as many different types of people. So I suppose in a way it could be endless maybe.
Great. Yeah. You're a professional HelloTalker.
Oh, I don't know about that. Like, the thing is that I think a professional HelloTalker would be somebody that uses the Learn section of the HelloTalk app. They're genuinely improving their language through using HelloTalk. They're not abusing the rules of HelloTalk. And they really are using the app to improve the language that they have said that they want to study. I don't do that. I just use it to make lots of friends and learn a little bit of languages when I feel like it. I think there are many users on HelloTalk that are much better at using the app than I am.
I see. You are very familiar with
obviously, I love HelloTalk anyway, so I'm always on it.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for sharing your stories.
That's great. Thank you so much for asking me these questions.
Yeah, and I will stop recording, and
okay.
Please check her YouTube videos. They are very interesting.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah. So, see you next video. Bye.
Bye.